Oh boy, I'm going to get in big trouble from this. But here we go. Why fake reviews are not all that bad. So I'm going to make a case here that is quite controversial, and it's a nuanced point. So don't take this as gospel, but I'm going to show you behind the scenes of how big brands do it and how the ones that don't do it might get unfairly punished, even blackmailed in a way. It just depends how we look at it. But there's definitely a case for that. So let's jump in the screen share and I'll show you some Trustpilot. The issue with fake reviews, of course, is that the customer loses. However, in many cases, if you don't have fake reviews, you are going to lose. Now, if you are a merchant like, say, Nike here, that happens to have a really bad score, and then you have some Chinese competitor who are faking it every day, all day, with 5-star reviews, then that competitor is going to have an unfair edge. Now, this one can be quite painful for the clients or the merchants because obviously like they see their brand and them doing their best and just getting pummeled by the people that are leaving bad reviews, and then the people who have a good experience, they are not bothering with it. So the issue here is that it is very skewed opinion of the reviews, because obviously you have this massive case where once people are unhappy, they're way more likely to tell about it. And also with reviews, competition, e-commerce, it only takes one bad actor acting out of line to make it unfair for all the other merchants there who are not doing fake reviews. So in a similar manner, you can see this in job interviews. If everyone is magnifying their skills and you aren't, you are going to be at a disadvantage. And as a result, you often have to be quite expressive about your abilities. Furthermore, I would say that online reviews are not a true representation of the brand. And I'm saying this because you have this skewing effect toward negativity. And as a result, you have a false representation. When it comes to reviews, like most people are probably somewhere around here. But every time you look at reviews, there's either 5 or 1 stars. It's very skewed toward a great experience or a bad experience. So this is quite problematic because obviously this is not going to be as polarizing to buy shoes from Nike, for example. Most likely they're going to be alright and nothing special. So you kind of know what you're getting. Now, this is not the only brand that is happening to. So Louis Vuitton, many people know this brand as well, a luxury brand, guaranteed to be great products pretty much, like you pay a lot of money for them. So it's not really about you having to like the company. We all know that these companies like Nike and Louis Vuitton, they are better than their 1.7 Trustpilot rating. But people have their complaints. They want to go and write it out online and get their revenge for the brand. Now, compare the number of reviews here, for example, 1,000, 5,400. These are brands that everyone knows, Nike and Louis Vuitton. Compare this to, say, this one, ASOS. Of course, ASOS is not a small player either, but we have 165,000 reviews here. And as you can see also, very skewed toward 5 and 1 stars. Of course, it's like a little bit of the opposite as Louis Vuitton and Nike. However, I doubt that ASOS is really 165 times bigger than Louis Vuitton, or ASOS is 30 times bigger than Nike. Unlikely. However, their fake review program is definitely infinitely better and more comprehensive than Nike's. So we can see, if we take a look at the reviews, we can see a little bit of a formula here. So here, this is talking about interaction with a customer service rep and how this rep was excellent. So there we go, Kizia. Next up, we can see Baby Jean, and he helped like these kinds of things. And there you have a little bit of mix-ups, some other things. And then here's another one, Sheena, And you have these patterns, like if you look into it, you can definitely see others as well. But it's unlikely that like every 5-star review or every other would have this personal contact with the customer support team. And you can see that there's a lot of people who have just done 1 or 2 reviews as well. So once you start looking into this, you can see patterns. And here the service one looks like a pattern. Sometimes you have this where it seems like this is an unhappy review, but it's marked as 5 stars. So nobody really cares about the reviews. They get like swallowed so fast. And this is about very specific thing about like that site, like most won't care. So these kinds of things can be used to kind of like fool the algorithm. So there's different types of words used, different type of methods and structures, etc., in order for them to not be as detectable. So if you wanted to do this yourself, just copy the formulas and do it in a smart manner that doesn't trigger the algorithms. I'm going to show you the best example of anything I found, a complete scam site. So don't purchase them from them, even though they have great reviews. So this is a trading bot that actually reached out to us for optimization, but obviously like we turned them down because don't want to work with scams. But here, 2,689 reviews, more than Louis Vuitton, for example. But look at the SKUs here. Everyone's just telling like how this is really amazing, how excellent the service is. It was like a great solution. And you can see patterns here definitely as well. So India, 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 etc. And then you see on this negative reviews. So if you take a like 1-star reviews here, they tend to not be from India. So here's US, I think this is whatever. But yeah, no IMs. Also, you see here that on 5 stars, they basically spammed it 6 days ago. So 6 days, 6 days, 6 days, 6 days, 6 days, 6 days. And after that, there has been nothing. So they're October 1st. And after this, you had 6 days ago. So that would be around the 9th. So there just happened to be this 9-day cap where nobody was producing results or reviews. And then you had like 6 days ago, like they went and did it. So if Trustpilot says this, we're committed to being the most trusted review platform in the world, and they have this. And then they say that they are removing all these fake reviews, 2.7 million fake reviews removed in 2021. And they boast that their algorithm is so good at detecting these fake reviews. And here we see how bad they suck basically at it. So this is the industry standard when it comes to removing fakes right now. So don't trust online reviews, first of all. But more importantly, I think these review platforms are very unfair for the merchants because they allow you to get a better rating if you subscribe to their plans. And let me explain this. So Trustpilot, for example, allows some reach outs for the ones that pay. And the ones that pay unlimited amounts, basically paying a lot, will get a lot more reach outs. Of course, if you reach out to your happy customers, you're going to get a better rating. Also, you will be able to feature them better on your site, getting more of a likelihood of you getting those reviews in the first place. So there is this thing going where merchants would need to pay in order to improve their likelihood of getting good reviews. Also, once you do pay, so this is a verified company and they have that going for them. So basically these people have paid Trustpilot that they are now more trusted. And as a result, Trustpilot doesn't want to ruin their customer relationships. If these merchants are paying Trustpilot, Trustpilot has a lot of incentive to not look so thoroughly into the fake reviews and just like look around, but look the other way a little bit when it comes to this. So there's a very much a pervert incentive here, and it shows. It shows here, like you can't get around it. And many of these merchants are a little bit blackmailed by the review platforms. So you have some other review platforms like productreview.eu that have review mediation. So, okay, you can try to resolve these things privately and get them to change the review. And of course, for that, you have to pay. You have private messaging that you can communicate with your customers and get them to change the review. Of course, you have to pay. Then you have all these different things like you can add a live chat to your review page. So if someone has a problem, they're more likely to perhaps use the live chat as opposed to leaving a review. So all of this skews the reviews further. And this one then provides a lot of leverage for the review platform to go and get paid by the merchant. I would say that this constitutes as blackmailing. And if someone's blackmailing you, are you really not allowed to fight back? Should you just like take it and let it happen to you? It's questionable. Like there's ethical arguments for and against, but it's not as black and white thing that most people probably think that like fake reviews are purely bad and you should never engage into it. That's my take. I want to emphasize here that I am not saying that you should go and get fake reviews, although like some people will definitely try the conclusion from this video. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of merchants doing it, and there's a lot of companies that just like kind of watch the other way when it comes to the reviews. So don't trust reviews. They are very often faked, and there is an ethical dilemma there, because others faking it means that you are in a way punished for not doing it. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like the video if you watched this far. Subscribe to the channel. We make e-commerce optimization videos every Thursday, so you're gonna like it. And have a good rest of your day. Cheers.